Hey everybody, it's Jochen Heiden, and I'm back with the Hellsen versus Heiden War in the Pacific Campaign, Scenario 2. This is Christmas Eve, 1941, December 24th. Let's hope that Hellsen gives us a Christmas present today. Maybe we can sink something or damage or hurt him in some way, because we really haven't been able to do that in this campaign. For today, I'm going to be looking hard in China to see how his attacks are going to form in Nanyang, because we have a lot of troops there still. And then I'm still waiting to find out where the Kido Butai is at. So maybe they'll show up this turn. Maybe they won't. Let's find out what happened here. Okay, here we go. Christmas Eve, 1941. Let's see what kind of presents old Helson's got for us today. Looks like he grabs a dot base, Treasure Islands, and the Solomons. Okay, landing at some more dot bases up there on New Guinea. No night strikes. He's already done that to us before. Okay, looks like he's landing at one of these dot bases, Songi. That's near Celebes. And I don't even pronounce that. COA? Siu? Siau? I'm not quite sure how to say that. And another base there. Grabbing another one. And Lunga, which is Guadalcanal, essentially. Man, he's just grabbing everything up that he can. Pretty quiet. Where's the, I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. Okay, getting some sighting reports in now. Oh, let's see what the slaughter is going to be here at Nanyang today. Okay, now he's going in for Baton. Looking for some damage to the infrastructure there. Alright, I'm going to go through these quickly because it's just going to be a slaughter at Nanyang. It's going to be complete and utter slaughter of our troops. Yeah, so just get a quick glimpse. Look at that, 67 Bettys. Look at that. These are just some sweeps. Making sure we don't have any aircraft there. Or that we're not, you know, sending anything over there ourselves. .47 Sally's coming out of Kotabaru, hitting Aloe Star. Look at the damage here. Well, that's going to be his base soon anyway. He can clean up the trash. He can clean up the mess that he's making. Okay, more raids on Nanyang. Just expect non-stop there. Just look at him coming. Jeez, look at those losses. And the Lusu area down into the meat now. Okay, that's AM phase. It was shockingly quiet. I was expecting more, but you know, there's still another half of the day to go. I think it's time to move those ships out of Sumatra. You've been spotted. Okay, a little attack up here on the rail line. And more Nanyang punishment. And more. Little something here at Puchang to slow us down. Wow, that was a really quiet air phase. Hmm. I was expecting more, honestly. Oh, there's turn 8. I was wondering when he was going to come in there. All right, so he's coming in with one patrol boat and 3 AKs to take turn 8. Huh. Didn't see that coming. Well, I guess I did. Yeah. All right, so one division, couple HQs and a artillery unit take Shusien. We already long since abandoned that, so that's all his. Okay, and all these bases are going to fall really quickly. Talasea, Hansa Bay. All right, wow. I think we got off easy this turn. Okay, got some forts on Clark Field. That's always good. Got some forts on Winchow. All right. Wow. I wonder what he's doing. This is too quiet of a turn. Hellsen must be planning something big. Something big's coming. Because he only knows one speed, maximum overdrive. So he must be saving up for a big old Hail Mary somewhere. Okay, get some ships coming in at Aden. These are transfers. Those are new. These are all new. At Mojave. It's not far from my hometown. My real life one. Okay, wow, it was kind of a quiet turn. Let's just analyze it and find out what all happened here. So, um, here we are. I think this analysis will be pretty quick because not much happened this turn. Well, let's just get right to it. Starting with our intelligence report, we are now on the 25th December, 1941. This is the day after the combat replay. Happy Merry Christmas, you know. Aircraft losses. One reported loss today, Japanese Babs, which is a recon plane. And I'm really surprised that the ops losses were slow given how many bombers he had up in the air. You would think at least some of those would, have issues landing, but apparently Japanese pilots are just the best in the world. And they never crash their planes on landing, unlike mine. So one loss for the Japanese. Obviously for top pilots, we have no casualties today. For pilot replacements, we could take a look at this. Wounded pilots, not much. So we'll transfer the guys that are got no return date to the reserve. Look at reserve, and unfortunately, we see quite a bit of wounded pilots here, especially U.S. Army Fighter Reserve. These are the guys that are these wounded ones here that have no return date. These were Flying Tiger guys that he bombed on the ground mostly. So it doesn't look like we're going to get quite a lot of pilots back, which is unfortunate. But what can I do? Pressing on to the aircraft loss points here. One thing I find is really interesting in this campaign is how incredibly low these numbers are. I seem to recall in the Lodra campaign, I had 4 times as many losses. It's just we haven't been having as many air battles, and I haven't been accepting them. So the loss points the aircraft losses campaign are really low so far. Army loss points, on the other hand, are just abysmal, but that's somewhat to be expected. Ship sunk this last turn. Still nothing for either side. It's been several days now since the ship was sunk. And you know what? I'm quite all right with that. So get a gander at the overall situation. We're still in the lead by about 1,500 points, but not for long, not at the rate that he's going. Let's take a look at our combat report because I see something interesting here. A Japanese destroyer, not a DMS or anything else, a Japanese destroyer found and swept a mine near 5184, which is, I believe, over here. 5184. Let's take a look at that. 5184. Right there, next to Singapore. We do have some mines there, as you can see. And a Japanese destroyer actually swept one. So it's not impossible for your non-minesweeper ships to sweep mines. It just tends to happen that when they do it, they're using their hull to do it, and they get hit by the mine. But every now and then, a destroyer gets lucky, and they can shoot up a mine without actually hitting it. So that's what happened with the Asagiri. Pretty cool, right? Let's take a look at the SIGINT report. I'm gonna start from the bottom. Radio detect. Okay. Planning for attack on Batavia. Radio transmissions at Roy Namur. '36th Division at 8841. I think that's in China, but we'll take a look. 8841 is here. So he's got a division over here. He's definitely got, so that's telling us he's got divisions over here. And they're more than likely headed towards Sion. So we know that he has division strength or higher in here. That's SIGINT's helping us there. And though this is interesting. Radio transmissions at 21773. That's over near the west coast. Let's look at that. 21773. Wow. Did I just do that? I just clicked on the hex. First time. 21773. So what does that tell us? He has subs over here. So there was no other way for a radio transmission to be detected at this hex if he didn't have a sub there. So that's just a reminder that his subs are out here and they're operating. We need to be very careful. Okay, now I'm going to take a look at the operations report. And in my usual method, I'm going to scroll through it looking for anything that I find is noteworthy, and I'll point it out to you. In case you can't see this if you're watching this on a phone or anything else. Let's take a look here. Okay, Task Force 398 cannot completely unload troops at Vava'u. We'll take a look at 398 in a minute. Okay, a lot of sighting reports here. A lot of sightings. Okay, transporting some troops in Ankang. We'll talk about that in a minute. Warspite is available in Seattle. Okay. We have another sub, the K-11 at Surabaya is ready for service. He grabs Chusian, Talasi, and Hansa Bay. Clark Field does repair to a size 3 fort. Trincomalee, Fort 2. And we get quite a bit of reinforcements and transfers here, okay? So that's it for the ops report. Let's take a look at Vava U real quick, because Task Force 398 can't fully unload. 398. It can't fully unload. I'm wondering why that is. My guess is it's going to be this radar unit. It's probably too big to unload at the field right now. So SCR 270 radar. Let's take a look at the load size on that. SCR 270. So if we go up to the database and we go to electronics, let's look at the SCR 270 radar. Here it is. Load cost. All right. See the size of this? That's the issue. So when you have some devices like this that are that large, some bases cannot unload them. So in this case, Vava U, being only a size 1 port, cannot accommodate a device that big right now. Now, it will eventually. We need to build up the port level. So we have engineers here now. They need to start building that up. But that 270 radar will be probably one of the few devices that cannot unload from the ship, and it's just going to be stuck on it. So we're going to have a fragment of this naval base force stuck on the ship until we have the port capacity up big enough. I'm assuming a size 2 or better should do it, but a size 1 won't. So that radar set's going to sit packed on the ship and unable to unload until we get this port capacity up. So that's what that message meant. And that's, you know, I've experienced this playing Japanese with like your sound detectors and your searchlights. They're too big to, yeah, like, let's look at a searchlight. That's a Japanese device that I've always had trouble getting unloaded at a small base. So let's look at a searchlight. Searchlight. There you go. Size, load cost 30. Same, same kind of thing, right? It won't come off at a size 1 port. So that's what that means. All right. Well, let's talk about China. We know that he's still coming down this way towards Xi'an. He's got us trapped over here. He's in the hex now at Nanyang. And I just noticed a huge problem. While we did get some troops out, look at this. Some troops are still moving, and some decided to stop. Why? These guys stopped. They did not continue moving. Stopped. Let me see how many there is. So it looks like 2 units just stopped there, and they're going to eat lead next turn when he attacks. The rest should clear out, but those 2 actually stopping in the hex is a huge problem. I did not tell anybody to stop in Nanyang, so that could be an issue where we're going to lose some more troops here. Other than that, he took Chusian, but that base didn't figure to last anyway. He's definitely concentrating more so up here. I think his goal is to come and try to take out Lanchao, Xi'an, grab all these oil factories, and then push into Chongqing this way. I don't know if he's being super active down south right now. He seems to be focusing all of his attention up here. So if we're going to have any major battles in China over the next few weeks, they're going to all be in this area, I think. At Wenchao, we're finally got past our damage here, and we are building up the fortification level. And I want that at least size 3 before we do anything else. But that's good. And supply is coming up because we are able to make our own supply because Wenchao has industry. So we're making our own supply, and it gets a delivery every day. Man, I'm getting tired. It's late here, California. Let's continue on. So nothing else to discuss really in China for now. In Burma, we do see he's got more units coming. Just a couple blocking forces right now. I don't know if he's going to push into Mole Mine, but if he wants to, he can have it because we're not sticking around. We are continuing our retreat further into the mountains of Burma to set up some backline bases here and to strengthen our defenses into India. because I am convinced that he's going to come for India at some point. And because I know that I cannot get ships into Rangoon, I'm not even going to try. I'd rather be strong in India than get overextended in Burma and just lose them anyway. That's my thought process for not sticking around in Rangoon and stuff. I'm not convinced that I can hold China against Hellsen anyway, so I don't want to lose a lot of ships and troops trying to for nothing, and then weaken my positions in Ceylon in India from there. That's why I'm not going to stick around in Burma. I've had a lot of people question my motives here and say that it's a bad idea, and possibly you're right, but at the rate that Hellsen is moving and at how fast he can get things done, I know he's going to throw the book at us in Burma. So we're going to be outnumbered 10-1. Why bother just losing those troops needlessly? Because the way this stupid retreat mechanic works in this game, whenever we get pushed out of a hex, our guys just lay down and die on the ground, and that's it. So if I know I can't hold, I'm sacrificing troops for nothing. So I want to move into better terrain, more defensible terrain, closer to our supply lines in India, so we can make a better attack or defense. Kind of up in this area. That's my thought process. I may be completely wrong-headed on this, and it could be a horrible decision, and I'm giving up too much ground, but that's my mistake to make. I'm playing against a very good player, and I'm going to make a lot of mistakes against them, but I'll learn from it. So you can keep giving me your feedback and suggestions, but at the end of the day, I've decided that's what I want to do, and I'm not going to really be talked out of it. So, but by all means, continue to tell me why you think it's a bad idea, because you might be right. Everything quiet over here in the Bay of Bengal, all the way up to the off-map base. There's nothing going on there. Still very quiet on Sumatra. Got a couple task forces sighted down here. He's slowly cleaning things up here in Malaya, but we still have quite a bit of troops on the roads on this side anyway. So slowly but surely he will cascade down through here and take all these out until we're completely annihilated on Malaya. Really quiet in Java. I'm going to take advantage of it. Over here, though, we do know that he's got some recon. Detected. See this? These ships got to go. All right, we're done with the fuel. We're heading out. All right, we're heading out to Colombo next turn. Same with these guys. They're done. Pack it up. Undock. Cancel load fuel. Head out of Cape Town. He's going to start sending aircraft at these ships next turn. I can just feel it out of Singapore. So we're going to pack it up and go. These guys look like they may have a little more time to get a little more out of there. With the exception of Sinkoang, very quiet up here. Very quiet in the Philippines for now. I think he's just kind of hanging out here. I don't think he's got a lot of force because he knows that he doesn't really need this right now. So he's going to wait us out. He's going to let us burn up our supply. So we'll see how long that takes. In the meantime, we're able to build up some forts. We finally got Clark to size 3, and we're going to continue up to size 4. So, we'll just keep building up until it's no longer time to do that. But I did see that we got a B-17 ready to go. It finally got repaired. So we can ship this bad boy out. I believe his parent unit is in Chungking, so we'll send him there. So we rescued another B-17D out of Clark because he stopped bombing it. So why he stopped bombing Clark, I don't know. I think that's a mistake. But hey, we got our last aircraft out of there, and that's a good thing. So we do have a bit of activity down here on this part of the Dutch East Indies. So on the Moluccas and then on Celebes, we have a lot of what appears to be small task forces. These could be ripe for an attack. I kind of feel like I want to make something happen over here. So I think we're going to top these guys off a bit and possibly send them over towards turn 8. I don't know. I'm going to look at it. I wonder what the range is if I go full speed. It may be worthwhile shooting in here and taking something out and then falling back to Kendari. I don't know. But think about it. We'll think about it. We do see a Japanese submarine down here. That was definitely spotted. So we know he's got subs still operating down here, but nothing that can really hurt us right now. I'm really intrigued by this. I think we can make something happen here. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out. I think I'm gonna try it out. Anyway, continuing on. It did quiet back down in Australia. If he's got subs over here, we're not seeing him now. All the way around the other side, very quiet. And again, eerily quiet in the South Pacific over here. We know he's up here taking bases like crazy, right? But we haven't seen the Keto Butai in some time. It's been almost a week since, well, several days. I forget. I'm playing this campaign a bit slower, so it's been over a week in real life time, but only a few turns in game time. But I'm still not going for Luganville. I still don't want to go towards Nomea for the time being. I just think it's dangerous with as quickly as he can respond. So that being said, I am building up here, and you can see at Vava'u, we've got quite a bit of stuff coming in every turn. Now, it's going to overwhelm the port for some time because it's only a size 1 port, but we are unloading naval support and engineers, and we're going to get this thing built up as quickly as possible because this base is actually pretty good. We can get up to a size 6 port and a size 7 air base, and that's a great strong basis to work off of. And we can power project from there and support Fiji and then back to Nomea, Luganville. There's a lot of options here, so I like it. I like what we're doing here, and it's safe. We have time. We've got plenty of layers of search, so we'll know if he's coming in here, and we'll have a chance to respond to it and at least pack up and get out before it's too late. So I think Vava'u was a great choice, and I got this suggestion from a guy on my Discord and a absolute veteran of the game. His name is Nomad. He did suggest it to me because he saw that I was getting my butt kicked, and he does think that Luganville and Nomea are a bit extended right now, and I agree with him. In the Lodra game, they were not because he let me take them, but here I just don't think that Hellsen's going to let me have them. So he suggested this base for me to consider to look at as a backup base, and sure enough, I did look at it and I like it. So we're going to start building up here, and then we can start inching back towards Suva, Nadi, and then we'll see what's going on with New Caledonia after that. Anyway, that's really it for this turn. It was pretty quiet. I like quiet. I need quiet to put myself together to deal with Hellsen in this campaign because he's coming on so strong. So a quiet turn is actually a good thing. It may be boring to watch, but it's good for me. So I can get my act together. So I want to thank you guys for watching this. Hopefully, some of the new subscribers to my channel are maybe taking a look at these videos too, because this is really the bread and butter of my channel. Some of you guys may have noticed that I've been uploading a lot of shorts lately and aviation-related content. It's not that I'm trying to pivot away from a war in the Pacific. I am fully invested in this game. I love it to death. I've got 2 campaigns going. But, you know, I'm in the aviation field, and I was looking through my phone one day, and I realized, man, I have a lot of videos and pictures and stuff that are things that I recorded myself that I think people who like this kind of game may enjoy. And sure enough, my channel's been exploding lately because a lot of the videos I've been posting are very well received. So I'm hoping that out of the 200 new subscribers I've gotten over the last week, that maybe even if 5 or 10 of them stumble upon these videos, right, and they start realizing how fun this game is and how in-depth it is. You know, all the videos I've been posting are mostly World War II fighters, right? Well, we got all those in this game. So my goal and hope is that some of those new subscribers that I've gotten from the shorts of my aviation videos discover this game too and start to watch these. So I see it as nothing but a good thing. The more subs I have on my channel, the more I can spread the message of War in the Pacific to those people, because that's what I'm all about. I want more people to play this game. I know it's like 20 years old or whatever, but it's still fun. I love it. and I hope you're loving it too. So I'm going to end this. I'll get these files back to Hellsen as soon as I can, and we'll press on with this campaign. I'm still motivated. I'm not giving up. Catch you on the next one.